Wait, what's that? Short, okay. I really need to learn more songs or melodies. Actually, I'm okay. That made a bunch less chunks load in, which means that it's way easier on my poor little laptop having to do all the things. Like spawning all of these little things, as well as trying to open a window in my Chrome browser. Because, well, it's not really designed. Well, I hope it's designed for working on multiple different things at the same time, but it doesn't seem like it all the time. So yeah, here I am. It's been nice. It's nice getting back to here. But yeah. That is nice. Oh, that's class dust. Oh yeah. I have... Okay, everything is lagging quite badly. Okay, at least OBS is showing how loud my voice is now, like a couple seconds ago, and now it's not doing it again. But that probably means that, okay, the web browser is actually doing things. I am making monster jerky, because, well, I don't want to get food poisoning while eating my rotten flesh. And yeah, the Mr. Meat is strong. I am trying to avoid the Mr. Meat, but it may happen. We'll see about that. But yeah, I have a bunch of questing to do. Let's just wait for the book to load in, because apparently my computer doesn't like doing 3 things at the same time. And I am not that good at it either. Wait, what quest? Oh yeah, I made a baked potato on a stick. Because I wanted some more food. These are all completely non-consequential to me. Tea, I do not have tea, I think. And it does not matter to me. What have I done here? Oh, I actually extracted some, I planted some more glowflower. Because I had some from my very, very peaceful trips to the nether. As well as my very, very violent ones. But yeah. Um, yeah. And I'll have some planted. Time to store things. That. Get you away. Also, I made a crossbow, which uh, it was surprisingly hard for me to figure out how to, like, actually make something useful out of it. Like, how to make the bolts was kind of very, very hard. Because I did not realize you had to take a wooden tool rod and place it in the smelter's, like, cast place instead of a cast. And pour the metal on top of it. So, yeah, also, I tried to put an obsidian tool rod on my pickaxe. I could not. I could not do that. Because I wanted the... I do not know what just happened. Weird. But yeah. I basically didn't have any more coal to put into the coke burners, and I realized I have a lot, and I also compressed a lot of things. Among them is the coke. So that's just a sky island now, okay? Now, oh, I now know how. Because there are leaves inside of there. Also, it's scary high. But yeah. I filled them up, and now they make 10 at a time. But I can fit a lot more in there. Because instead of having two, only have one stack of iron there, I can have two. Also, I made blocks and such because these chests were getting a bit too full. And now I can actually make some of the things for this because I want to actually show it. Soft mallet, I'm not gonna do that because I don't need to. I'm actually experienced pollution over there. It was crazy. Yeah, I actually experienced some pollution, which, well, first time for everything. It's not like the world isn't, IRL world isn't polluted in that ways. But yeah. I am going to be doing these three as a starter, I think. Because I want to... Ooh, getting circuit boards. Okay. This is just... Was it cable or was it rods that you... it was rods. How many? One rod. I am most likely gonna need to make it way more. Already? This is what I have to do when the game doesn't like playing nice. I am considering just removing the PNG tuber because it is weirdly actually something that it cares about. But Also, like, I do care because, like, it does make it so that it's more often that it crashes. Even without the PNG tuber, it would still crash every once in a while, but it like doubles the rate because it's already on the brink of dying, like my computer. So yeah. It pushes way closer to dying, but yeah. So and fine. I finally will collect here. Oh, crazy rate. So quests and time for some logic. Good news, you are now able to advance to the next tier. Bad news, you still have to craft a lot of things before you can begin. Fear not, mortal, I shall guide you. And this mod pack would be infinitely harder if not for this. Okay, copper wire, steel rods, and fine copper wire. Fine copper wire. And the steel rods. I don't think I have any prepared. And I put all the steel in a chest. Let's see if I can feed the cows. Yes, I can. Actual thought processes. Where, easily distracted, but it works. I'm partially doing it for target practice. Okay. So, now this is the case. But yeah, now I can actually have all the materials necessary for some of the bigger builds. Vacuum tubes. I have quite a lot of resources, so yeah. Right click on it in order to see what recipes it can be used for. Vacuum tubes. So, and so. Vacuum tubes. Yippee. I'm taking the loot bag. And then I am going to make some resistors, I think. Coal dust. Also this one. And coal dust. Some coal dust, coal dust, coal dust. Yeah, I have a lot. Also, I am thinking of building more, or like a better one. That's not very nice of you to say. That's very much not nice. Okay, resistor. That's blue. Oh yeah, here. That's carbon dust. So. Another sticky resin. Okay, lag, probably opening it. I am... That was me touching it. Nothing happened. Oh yeah, you can even see the sprite on the torches standing still. They usually do not do that. Sticky resin. I assume it's some effect of like having so many mods on top of each other. Because I know that at least Binding of Isaac really doesn't do well with a lot of different mods. But here's a mod pack, so it shouldn't be that bad. Mods are little devices that can turn electrical power into rotational energy. Very useful for all kinds of machines and not that difficult to craft. The pattern is always the same, only materials change with tears. For now, you can use redstone to magnetize your iron rod. Later on, you will build an electromagnetic polarizer. Polarizer, not pulverizer. Very different things. Nice how it was just open for me. Very, very nice. Very, very kind of it to do that. Yeah. Redstone dust. I was looking at the wrong places. Hmm. 12, yeah. So... yeah. Okay. And the mistake I made was that once pulverized, I didn't... I put them back into the macerator. Now this lag because I try to open things and it does not like that. Okay. I may need to restart it. Like the entire game, which will take a lot of time. Wow, that was impressively far away. I wonder if that can be used for like glitches and stuff in some way. Yeah, this is way faster because I don't need the extra product because it doesn't give any extra productivity from doing it in here. So I don't care about it. In that way. This is weird with the day and night. But that's because my game is lagging so much. That's the only reason. And I have a big tank. So I don't have to constantly refill it. Well, I am sure these ones are constantly eating up a lot of what's it called? I can't even remember off the top of my head. Water. I forgot water. Oh wait, they give you 10? Slight miscalculation on my part, but yeah, that's fine. Rather too much than too little, usually. But there are some times where it's easier to add than to remove. Which is a relatively common saying with cooking, like it's easier to add than to remove. That's like a way to say, don't just salt the hell out of it because you can't really remove it afterwards. But yeah. Maybe I should have a cauldron over here. That's propaganda. Nah, I'm just kidding. Two tin cable, 4 copper ones. Oh, nice. It went a lot faster this time for my web browser to crash. Yay. Need 2 of them again. I'm actually going to restart my entire